Yo, this is Stat. Yo, this episode is sponsored by Goodies. Make sure you follow their Instagram page. The promotion code for free shipping is FrndsvsFrnds. The link will be in the description. The promotion code will be in the description. Their company does rugs, chunky knit blankets, pillows, and tote bags. Thank you for sponsoring us in this episode. Peace.
Yo, what up?
What's good?
Friends versus Friends here. It's JT, KB, Mr. Statman over here to the left side of me.
Stat man. Yeah, that's me.
What's good? What's up with y'all?
Rough week, but
Tired as hell, but that's okay. It was a good week. I will tell you, one of the drivers at my job beat up a construction worker.
I ain't gonna lie. I was waiting to hear that story, but I didn't think he was gonna talk about it right now.
Damn.
I guess
Is that the first thing we gonna start today?
I guess that the guy told him to use a different door due to safety concerns, and my man skipped like 6 steps and just beat the dude up. So, he's no longer with us, and that impacts me because now I can't call off if I need to. Because we're down a driver.
He's not the only one that we found out that got beat up today, honestly, which is the funniest thing ever, bro. So I think everybody's already seen that video being pushed around everywhere.
Everyone was kung fu fighting.
Draymond with the Captain, yo, straight knocked young ball. Jordan Poole just got knocked out, yo. Do you think he was like really talking mess though? Like I know he was talking dirty to make it happen.
Nah, let's keep it real funky.
What's
If
up?
it wasn't on them pads, he might be dead.
Oh, that's how hard you think he hit
Yo,
him?
nah, like if you look, when we do video next time, if you look at the video, all you see him like, if that padding like supported him.
Yeah, he got dropped. I know he was done for.
They call that the double tap.
He looked
Get
like
punched in
when
the forehead, back of your head hit.
He looked like a few people when they gets tore up when a quarterback throws the ball right between two people, two safeties.
He's
in the
talking
middle.
about what was that wide receiver from the Jeremy Curley, yo?
I don't want to talk about
Jeremy
that.
Curley used to get hit so hard his helmet would be spinning and smoking.
Yo,
Same time, he used to get knocked all the time.
but he was a good receiver.
Where is that?
Jets
Yeah,
suck.
R.I.P. He ruined his life. We haven't even heard nothing about that. I don't even
retired.
remember where he went to college.
TCU. Stat man, yeah, this me. And
That's
Andy
your
Dalton
team.
was his quarterback.
He's probably that's not that hard to know. I'm just saying, man, he got knocked out a lot.
You got knocked up. Ow!
Sir.
Yeah, like Smokey.
But wait a minute, wait. What do you think the outcome of this? Do you think Jordan Poole so to me it felt like okay they argue whatever happened, but it's like it's a contract extension battle, right, Adam? Like
So Draymond at the end of the season will be an unrestricted free agent, and he's looking for a contract extension. Jordan Poole will be a restricted free agent, which means the team could offer whatever they want for him, and he could take it. Or if he tries to go to another team and they offer him, I'm just making up a number, like $100 million. Golden State will have 3 days to be able to match it because he's restricted. If he was unrestricted like Draymond, then he can go anywhere he wants.
yeah.
But rumors already said Jordan wants the max that he's going to be eligible for. Team is saying they're not really trying to do that because they're well over the salary cap and they're already going to have to pay all these extra luxury tax fees. But as we saw over the finals, Jordan's that nigga that's going to be...
He gonna be the next one. He gonna be the rebirth for the Warriors, especially when
The
Steph
young
gets
squad.
a little bit older. Clay starts breaking, more legs. I'm sorry, Clay.
Nah, don't disrespect him.
I know. I'm sorry.
He's
But
going through
a-
too much.
But to be honest with you, losing Draymond is a lot, bro. Like they're already
He's
talking.
a system boy.
Losing Draymond is a lot. They're losing their enforcer.
I think you might be right, but losing him from the Warriors standpoint is going to be something.
they need someone else to
It's
step
going to be
up.
something. I'm not sure how easily his role can be filled.
They can find
There might be
another
somebody a little bit
player.
less annoying, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling.
Bob Myers, the GM, was like, he apologized and all that fun stuff. He doesn't expect any suspensions from the NBA, but let's be real. This isn't Draymond's first time having an issue with another player. Remember the whole
KD?
beef with KD?
I'm sure this happens all the time with Draymond.
But guess what? Someone posted, like, if he had touched Curry,
Yeah, that was funny.
They said, you gonna be out. It's over for you.
They said he was
over.
gonna be in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Draymond Verde. Yeah, that was funny, yo.
Oh, you see the tweet that John Morant said?
What he said?
He said, "Yo, Draymond trying to get to LA with Bron."
Ew.
By beating up Jordan Poole?
Basically, if he gets traded, they're like, all right, cool, we gotta let you go and then ship him off somewhere else.
Stop. Just stop. That's stupid.
Well, wait a minute. Do you think Draymond would help that team out in LA? I would feel like that team is actually better if Draymond got there.
I'd feel like he'd have more people to punch there, like Pat Bev.
Oh, God.
That wouldn't work.
Why wouldn't it work?
First of all, okay, so what position is he playing?
Yeah, non-shooting.
That's a role anyway.
So he's 6'6", 6'7",
So
playing what position?
it don't matter. As you can see in the Warriors lineup, he guards anybody. Don't matter if it's a big man as a center or not. He's guarding them or definitely getting switched off him in anything. If it had to be not a perfect world, it would be Dre at the 5, AD at the 4.
No, you would have to trade.
Bron at the 3, and I don't know
AD
who guards
wouldn't be
that
there.
guy.
We're going to count Russell. Russell's not getting traded because no one wants Russell. There's no way in the world you're going to keep AD with Draymond.
Well,
Why?
you know what's crazy?
That's partly
Why?
because of salary cap. Do we have to go? Yo, one day we're going to get on the screen. We're going to do the trade machine like how ESPN does. You have to match up the contracts.
I'm just saying if he's there, obviously it wouldn't fit.
No, you would have to. We're not even putting Russell on the
You
table.
say you had to get rid of so many.
You're going to have to get, it's cap, number for number. Stat man, yeah, that's me. I want to be a GM. All right, Knicks, one day.
Do you want to do it for them?
Yes.
Look,
You tired now.
Yeah, I know, yo.
You tired now.
that's okay.
Here's where we've been doing our drugs. Okay.
Nah,
First rule, stop doing that.
nah. Look at Leon Rose. He's been doing this thing. He stayed quiet. He do what he want. Dolan's let him. Nah, let's be real. Let's keep it funky, and we're gonna talk about the Knicks later on. Dolan hasn't messed with Leon Rose. Leon Rose has been quiet. He does whatever he wants. He has not been touched inappropriately by Jim Dolan.
Yeah, just Spike Lee and shit like that.
Yeah. I feel
No
bad.
homo.
I feel bad. But whatever. There's no way in the world that AD will be there. AD will have to get shipped.
So we'll have to wait and to see where Jordan Poole or Draymond, what happens out of this outcome. Because whoever doesn't get the extension or not, they're gonna be like, it's because of the fight. Obviously, it's because you got punched in the face.
That, and don't be surprised if you don't see Draymond get traded at the deadline.
That would be crazy.
Well,
I'll tell you what, if I was Jordan Poole, now I'm really getting my money.
Oh yeah, he's getting money regardless.
Wherever he goes.
He's getting money regardless, and I kind of feel like he should be looking to try to get out so he can get his bag right away. Because if he stays with the Warriors, he'll get his bag, but probably not what he can really, really get from a different team.
He might be needing that second ring, though.
If he gets to stay, he'll get that second ring. But
Guaranteed.
he wants that. If you want the bag, go to a different team.
I love how that's a foregone conclusion. We all know it's on the way.
that brother's getting traded.
It's on the way.
Who?
Draymond.
You think so?
Yeah, he has to.
We'll see.
Look, if he don't get traded, he's not coming back.
That's gonna be a weird.
No, I don't think he's coming back.
That's gonna be a really weird. That's gonna be. I'd love to see who replaces him. That's all I'm saying.
I don't. It's not going to be an overall replacement. I think wherever he goes, he might be an asset to the team, of course, but it's not going to be. It's going to be different. They needed somebody else to be an enforcer. Obviously, an enforcer that can score, but they need somebody else. They're going to need somebody else to be that tough guy because ain't no tough guys on that team right now besides him. Obviously, we all see he'll throw his right hook on you. Like
Draymond's contract is $25 million. You would have to trade if you wanted to trade Draymond right now to the Lakers. The best person for that opportunity, you could trade Pat Bev. You could trade who else? We'll just do this. AD's contract is $37 million, so $12 million more has to go to the Lakers. They would either need to trade a couple people like Jordan Poole, which doesn't make sense, or you could do Moses Moody. You can do James Wiseman, and it would almost work. as you know, I'm doing this right now. I wish we had it on the screen. Or even Kuminga.
Oh, that's all the future, though.
Yeah, you're marketing the farm. And it's doable. You would have to do, or you would have to work out a 3 or 4 team trade just so that the cap space all works.
You know what? I'm good on that. I'm good.
So him going to the Lakers, that can't happen.
Well, wherever he goes, we'll see.
Ew.
Yeah, no.
I feel
His
bad.
career's
I feel
over.
bad for Dame.
He feel bad. He might get punched in the face and
Yo,
stop shooting. Stop.
Dame would be like, you know what? I'm taking my services to Brooklyn.
That would be.
You probably pull. Let me be on the next album, on the next little mixtape. Dame Dollar, like,
I forgot
come
he
on.
be doing that.
Now, he got a little music video too.
Yo, I was actually feeling that, but then he could actually do that. You know who was then rapping too at the same time when Dame was doing that? Amon Shumpert.
Yeah, I was about to say Shump.
Shump nice though. Shump got bars.
But he can't shoot for a lick.
Hate on Shump.
No.
Hate on Shump.
No.
Hate.
Shump, fun fact, when and y'all gonna hate him, when Phil Jackson came to the Knicks, he made everyone go into shooting. He made Shumpert shoot 500 shots. Every release was different. Not one release was the same.
You was there?
Nah, you know I'm just you gonna disrespect my reporting?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Every release at a 500 shots.
Yo, and Phil was like, yo, you don't have a consistent jump shot. Like it's all out
How
of
is
there.
that possible?
Yo, that's
Look,
Remember in the college, remember in college he was in like the 3-point contest.
when he was
Wasn't
playing for
he?
Georgia Tech. I don't think so.
Wasn't he?
he wasn't that good.
Yeah, but
Oh,
they
he was
thought of
alright.
him.
No, you know why? You know why? D'Antoni loved that he shot like 3 threes in a row. Thought he was a 3-point
Wow,
specialist.
we've never seen that before.
This guy. But we had the beginning of preseason, man. I low-key love preseason games. It gives you like a little preview of how the teams are going to be. You actually get to see some of the bench players put in. I was actually excited to see the Knicks, yo. We saw the Knicks play.
Detroit.
We saw Zion, and we actually saw Ben Simmons out there. Any of y'all views about preseason so far? How y'all feel?
Let's talk about Ben first. All right, Ben. He came off the bench. First stats of the season. Weren't that great, but I was happy that he actually did what he needed to do. Actually, I'm sorry. He started. He was 3 for 6, 0 for 2 from free throws.
Yeah.
6 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. I was happy that he was able to play. And then he actually played with KD and Kyrie. Too bad they lost to the Sixers, but it's preseason, so it's like whatever. That was without Joel Embiid.
The Sixers are projected though.
I don't care what they want to do. I just want them to be able to.
That actually might be a fun matchup in a couple of months.
It's gonna be interesting.
Like for Beans too, like actually jockeying for position. So one of them might come out the East.
Stephen A. actually put
He said it
not
was
bets.
Brooklyn.
He was like Brooklyn. He said if they all get their stuff together, Brooklyn's gonna go against Golden State.
They look nice. I ain't gonna front.
they gonna
look
lose,
nice.
but
They look nice, bruh. They looked okay. Zion actually looks good. The Knicks look good.
Zion did his thing
The
too.
Lakers, the Lakers didn't look right. LeBron, I was like, yo, it was actually really crazy because, we seen LeBron play like all NBA career, even high school stuff. So it's just like, you think about his 20 years, I was like, this man's moving the same way. It's
First game of the
stats
season.
is all the way up if it's 2K, bro. Like, it's still there. Like,
23 points, 8 from 11 for shooting, 3 for 6 from 3-point land, 4 for 5. That was Bron in the first preseason game.
Bruh, it's preseason. He's been in the league for 20 years.
Russell Westbrook and Pat Bev started together.
I told you that was gonna happen. Didn't I say that? They was like, nah, he gonna be 6 man. I was like, I told you they gonna
They
try.
can't both start.
they just did.
They just did it.
That don't make no sense.
See, now I don't really believe you about the whole trade now.
See, it's like,
Shut up.
don't
Making
believe
shit up, and then all of a sudden,
Well, you want to hear Russell's stats?
and they started together.
That ain't a good combination. That's not a good backcourt. 2 defensive people.
Okay.
Hey, stab me. Yo, stab me back.
Nah, I'm just looking like, yo, my man, like, where you getting your scoring from? Russ scored 12 points.
Bron and AD, I guess. Pat Bev was actually, when I was watching it, Pat Bev was bringing the ball up. Westbrook was doing okay. I saw his little corner jumpers he was shooting, and I saw his little air ball he shot.
Yeah.
He was trying to get the release, but I was like, oh, he was dropping them. I think it were back-to-back threes too. That was before his air ball. His air ball was first, and then was his back-to-back. But Pat Bev to me felt like it was the first time really I saw Pat Bev be more of a facilitator than it was just like strictly defense. Because a lot of times in Minnesota, it seemed like he was just out there like being the enforcer, not the hype man, but the energetic player, and he did everything.
The cleaner version of Draymond.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best way you can put it.
I got no beef with Pat.
Nah.
I like Pat.
Yeah.
He could play in the 90s.
Yeah, he's an all-around kind of skilled player that can do, like, he has a certain role, and he fits it very well. But, yeah, preseason was exciting. It was good to see. I love to see it. We should have been out there. I ain't going front, but, it is what it is.
How do you feel about Paolo?
Oh, yeah, you already know, my boy. Like, he's doing his thing. He's showing off.
8
He's showing off.
4 for 4 from free throw, 0 for 2 for 3,
He's
2
starting
for
off.
9.
I think he's gonna be all right. He has I can see right now. We're gonna see regular in the NBA season that Orlando is still missing some pieces, but I think Paolo's gonna be okay. But Jabari was really shocking. I didn't see the game. I just saw a lot of highlights. Ayo, he nice. He nice. Houston's a good
for respect.
Yeah, Houston is a good spot for him. Was one highlight that I did see is like, it was a one-armed half-court pass off of a dribble step through to get the defender kind of off you, all the way to the other side to a player to shoot a 3. I was like, that's impressive, bro. Bro is strong. He looks different on the court, and he's actually doing everything. He looks smooth out there.
He taking it personally.
He got to. Might as well. But I think Houston's a good spot for him.
Yeah, he
gonna be all right.
ended up in the right spot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Way better than going to Orlando. I just think Paolo better not put so much stress because Orlando's like 2 years away. Maybe.
Yeah.
He might just be going for 2 years, like just getting buckets.
They project him to be rookie of the year.
Already? Mm-hmm. Wait, who?
Paolo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jabari didn't heard about that too.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
He's like, what?
We're gonna keep up with that race.
Yeah, Paolo in his second game because he played last night and they lost the first game, but they won the second game. Paolo again with the 9 points, 3 for 8 from shooting, 0 for 1 from 3, 3 for 3 from shooting. Free throws, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. He had an overall better game stat wise. I didn't like how Orlando in this game, even though they won, they put Cole Anthony on the bench and had Jalen Suggs as the point guard. But
yeah, what do you mean?
No.
What?
Nah. Cole last game, he was hooping it up.
Are you talking about his last game of last season?
No.
Oh,
The first preseason game,
okay.
Cole was hooping.
Okay.
And then they put him on the bench, and he sucked.
Like the whole game? Or
he came off the bench.
Oh, okay.
And they had the first game they had Jalen as the shooting guard, Cole as the point guard. It sucks because Jalen is a true point guard and Cole is a point guard, but he likes to shoot a lot. Jalen likes to facilitate.
How Frank do?
Frank who?
Is it Wagner? Is that?
The Wagner brothers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can tell you about them. He actually had 12 points in the second game. He was 4 for 8 from shooting for field goals, 1 for 4 from 3, 3 for 3 from free throws.
That's who needs to skyrocket. I think Jalen's gonna get up there. He needs to be the missing piece because Paolo obviously gonna be the guy. He needs to get up there because if
y'all
he
keep
can get up
forgetting
there,
about one important person,
who?
Wendell Carter.
I don't forget about
my man came in hooping.
How you gonna tell
20
me
points,
how I'm
10
forgetting about
rebounds.
bro? He from the squad, so
I don't know who he is.
You know who Wendell is.
We
you
don't
know
even
Wendell.
talk about it because we have limited time here.
this guy.
Man, I don't think Wendell gonna get up there, but yeah, I ain't forget about bro. But nah,
Everybody forgot about him.
So preseason was dope, but the media was going crazy about everybody. They were just criticizing everybody. Then we got a clip of Stephen A. talking junk, right? We got something on that?
We can always find that.
We could talk about Ben first, because Ben's the more sensitive person. From what the media says. Jabron, you should play that clip.
I was trying to do the right thing, at least. Like, do right by, whatever the team, my teammates, whatever, whoever it is. But trying to do the right thing. And I just was not in that place to play. Like, I wasn't. Like, I just couldn't do it. And I, getting kicked out of that practice that day, I actually spoke to Doc before practice. I was like, Doc, I'm not ready. Like, mentally, I'm not ready. Please just understand that. I tried to let him know prior. And he's like, well, I'm going to put you in anyway. I'm like, all right. Told me to get in. I was like, I looked at him like, it was like 1 minute into practice. Like, man, get in. I'm like, first of all, no one's doing that. You're doing this on purpose. And that's how I felt too. I was like, okay, so it seems like everyone's just trying to, like I'm getting fined for like not lifting weights, but physically I'm like one of the strongest guys on the team. So I'm like, now they're finding me for little things. And it was just a buildup of, obviously I didn't handle things the right way, but also the team didn't either.
Oh, so that was part of the JJ and Ben interview, how he his exit from Philly, how it went.
I feel kind of bad about how we shitted on Ben back then. I mean, that seems to add a little bit more insight. I still don't understand what's wrong with him that he can't play, like that he couldn't play.
You mean shoot?
He didn't want to play. He just heard us like he just like I don't want to.
I think first of all, remember that the last game against.
No, I remember that.
But I'm saying I think that's when he checked out and was like, "Yo, I don't want to play for this team no more. I don't have anything."
Y'all ain't listened to the interview, John, bruh. It wasn't even like that for bruh. It wasn't even like that for bruh. What was the issue? The issue was one. It was his mental. He was saying. He even said it in the clip. It was his mental. He wasn't feeling right. He was coming off a little bit of I don't want to say his mental was hurt because he didn't feel no like love back. He was just like, yo, like I'm not feeling it. And then he was like a little bit hurt as well too. He was just like, yo,
isn't
like
that what I was trying to say?
Yeah, but at the same point in time,
it was my opinion.
You should have just said he had COVID.
Yeah, that's a good excuse. But at the same time, if y'all would have listened, he was just like, yo, like at the same point in time, he's like, yo, like I'm not really in this all because like how we didn't communicate. Yes, he wasn't feeling it. He was hurt.
Yeah,
he was physically it couldn't, but the mental had more intertwined than when he was thinking about it.
That's the hurt I was talking about. No, I'm talking about the back. I'm talking about like emotionally hurt that I don't have the support from the squad.
Yeah, but everybody was trying to blame it before, and it was just like, yo, like he just don't want to be here. He was like, yo, that wasn't really the case. He really couldn't do a lot of things physically at that point in time. Yeah. In the interview, he says, yo, I can't even do that right now. Like, I'm hurt. I can't do that.
Which, this is how you know how the NBA be breaking the rules. Because when you get traded, you do a physical. If he was really technically hurt, even though they do waivers for stuff like that, he should have never got dealt. Should have never got traded.
Well, they had him sitting down. They had him sitting, chilling there for. I don't know. There probably could have been a period of time or anything, but it was clear.
Yeah, we know.
The Brooklyn knew. He was like, yeah, he kind of hurt. He messed up all the way.
Brooklyn should have got more for Harden though. They should have got more. They should have fleeced the hell out of Philly.
They should have. They really should have. They should have sweetened it some type of way. But hey, they felt like they had the better player at the deal.
Now, you know what happened? Somebody posted a video of Kyrie whooping his ass in practice. And then because of that...
Yo, you saying that? For real? I bet you that happened too.
It's weird, though. We got this video of Draymond getting his ass... punching Jordan Poole. But we ain't got that video of Kyrie chopping it up on on James Harden. Because I know... It's out there. TMZ didn't. Because that's how bad it was talking. But they were like, yo, Kyrie really was cooking him and talking trash. Like, yo, you not the same Harden no more.
He did it in the game.
James paid. He paid. He was like, I'll give you $5 million to delete this video.
Can't let anybody see the weakness.
You know, it happened anyway when they played.
Yeah, I know. Someone probably got that video.
Sliding, yo.
Someone got that video.
Cooked him.
But going back to Brooklyn, how do y'all feel about what KD said about why he wanted to get traded? Before we play that clip, did you feel like it was justifiable based off the whole thing with Kyrie and how being swept? Or do you feel like it was KD just being KD when he wants to leave, like in OKC and in Golden State.
I think he should shut up and just play with Kyrie. And finish this stint out.
Well, Kyrie only got 1 year. This is his last year, so.
I think Kyrie gonna stay there. I think Kyrie's happy. The COVID situation is all good. He's like, yo, I'm good.
Yeah.
But for KD, to answer your question, I feel like it was both. Like he was doing the same. He was just like he was trying to get his way for however, but at the same point in time, like when you hear it, it's just like, all right, cool, you can believe it. But then it's like if you think like how you said how it was at OKC, I was like, man, I think he was being selfish. He was trying to get out of it because he's like he wants to be in a good situation where it's just like everything's good, and it wasn't good. It was like, yo, what's going on here? And he was just trying to get his way out, and obviously it didn't work. And whatever they had to do to discuss it, get over it, and he was like, well, all right, cool.
I mean, as of right now, what more do you want? They're projected to come out the East.
What more do you want from me?
The only thing else he could do is go back to the Warriors. That's what they're going to lose to. Like, that's it.
Jabron, you got to throw that clip on.
He can't go to Philly. Just sit down and play for, like, you're the centerpiece of Brooklyn.
Put the trade request in, then ultimately rescind it?
Well, there's a lot of uncertainty around our team last year. I committed to this organization for 4 years last summer with the idea that we was going to play with that group that we kind of went on that little run with the second round with. You know, I felt like another year that us being healthy, you know, we're building something towards the future, you know. So then as the season went on, I have, you know, you seen what happened with our season, guys in and out the lineup, injuries, just a lot of uncertainty, which built some doubt in my mind about the next 4 years of my career. I mean, I'm getting older, and I want to be in a place that's stable and trying to build a championship culture. So I had some doubts about that. And I voiced them to Joe, and we moved forward from there. But, you know, in my mind, I did like what we did, you know, what Sean put together this summer with the team. And I knew that with all the adversity that we hit and a lot of failures that we hit as a team last year, you know, guys are going to be working to get better and be better, and I had to try to not make that a trend. So, you know, in the back of my mind, that was still there. And I had conversations with Steve and Joe, Claire, and Sean. And, you know, we came to a mutual agreement that we should keep moving forward.
Bruh, he do not care. He don't sound like he cares at all. He's a bit, Joe.
It just seemed like I wanted to be on the team.
Yeah.
I just, there were some things that happened, and things happened. Shut up and play the season.
All right.
You're supposed to come out the East.
So here's my thing. I'm going to compare him to another great. I'm going to compare him to Bron. Just hear me out when I say this. When Bron knew he wanted to go hop around, his contracts always had opt-outs. KD took the money. He took the whole 4 years, whatever. When Bron knew he wanted to leave Cleveland, he was always doing one-and-ones because he was always trying to look at his options.
Yeah.
KD wasn't thinking about that. He was thinking about the bag. So guess what? You can't get your cake and eat it. Bron, I give Bron very good credit. He's a true businessman. He's looking about what the team can give to him because he knows he's going to give it his all. KD was not focused on what the Nets can do for him and his legacy. He was more focused about how many mils he can get. He was worried about the max. If he was smart, he would be doing like Bron, going and having all these businesses outside of the NBA while you could supplement that so that you don't have to take the max and still find a team that works best for you in your career. Because we already know KD's getting up there in age. Bron's already up there. He's 38 years old. KD's coming up there too. I think he's 34, 35. You're not going to be able to start bossing teams around to ask for players trades, and demands.
Especially with that haircut, and he won't like.
Why you say? But to get you, KD got mad money on the side,
He
bro.
do.
He got
But
a lot of businesses and IT companies on the side that's
Yeah, because
helping
his manager,
bread.
Rich Klein,
Yeah,
from New York.
I think just with his contract, I would just say, and this is my assumption, I'm just thinking like he's used to like when he came with OKC, he was like, yo, this is gonna work. He had long-term contracts. His next team with of contracts, it was with the Warriors, and you probably know it wasn't like
It was a 2-year deal.
Exactly, it was
like
2
that.
years.
So why didn't you do that with
because
Brooklyn?
He was comfortable with doing it at OKC. He was like, all right, cool, I'm a fresh start here. Brooklyn is not new, but it was a lot of new centerpieces intertwined in the business. In the business side, you know what I'm saying? Like, coach, everything, assistant coaches, all that stuff. Not GMs, but it's just like everybody was like, not fresh, but you know what I'm saying? He was just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna make my stamp here. I think that's where he wants to stop at and be at. So that's why he put that long term. He wasn't thinking like how you saying Braun was. Or he's doing.
He may have a point, Mr. Stat. What you got to say?
I'll give it to you. He still could have got that same amount of money just doing them 2-year deals. He still would have got that, and he would have got a higher raise because he would have been hitting free agent a little earlier. So he still would have got that money, but he still would have had the power to be able to say, okay, it's not working out.
He didn't have to deal with
time to go.
Because obviously it didn't work because of his contract. Everybody was like, bruh, like, you see what you trying to stick me with? Like, that's a great player, but look what you want and look at his contract, bro. Like,
and again,
up?
if Kyrie was your boy, when you knew Kyrie wasn't getting that contract, I would have said, yo, sign Kyrie to whatever, because I know y'all motherfuckers are going to pay me. So once you sign my man, then you get me. He wasn't thinking that. LeBron would do that type of nonsense. He'll make sure all his players that he needs are there so that he's like, all right, I'm here, I'm ready to go. KD wasn't thinking that long term.
it seems like, Bron's getting a lot of credit for a lot of things, which is true. He should. But it seemed like Bron obviously is like setting a pattern for certain things, those type of movements.
Yeah.
And KD's trying to implement them, trying to do them. But obviously, I mean, you can't even say he tried to do it, but he's trying to do it, but his own way, and it's not working. Yeah. Kyrie tried to do his own thing, not with contract-wise, but just be like, all right, cool, I'm going to try to get my own team and do it. He even says it like, I thought I could do it that way, but I can't. Like, he is a leader, but he's like,
he's a Robin.
I know that I have to have someone else. I can't do it by myself. So a lot of certain aspects of the game, Bron is being the forefront and is working in his way, and everybody's like, well, let me try to do it too, but this way.
Yeah,
and it's just not working.
Yeah, they try to freak it.
But it's just not working. So all credit for Bron and his businesses and everything. But on that point on KD, like Kyle keeps saying, you most likely about to come out the East if everybody stay healthy and do their thing, and it's gonna get real interesting for y'all. So he should be okay.
Games too. We going to one of them games.
Oh, of course. But it's like how you say,
him play Philly.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
So
That's gonna be funny.
You trying to go to Brooklyn? Or you trying to go to Philly?
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Brooklyn had that beer when we went back.
Yeah, I know.
That's a tough stadium too. It's better than Philly.
It's 100%.
I've been to the Wells Fargo, John.
You need to go to.
No, go to Brooklyn.
I ain't been to Brooklyn yet, so I want to go.
Brooklyn is nice.
We took the kids.
And I think you can get right off the train too.
All right, we in there. We in there. That's gonna be interesting.
If y'all want to drive, somebody else driving.
Oh no.
There you go. JT's driving.
Where do you think we'll see most likely see a fight at? In Philly or in Brooklyn?
Philly.
Answer my own question. I just wanted.
Yeah, nah. I just think there's always, when it comes to the media, there's always three sides to the story: his side, their side, and the truth. And the truth always comes out later on.
True.
Just after that player is shitted on, and Ben Simmons is gonna come back, making a name for himself. He looked fluid. He looked energetic. He looked like the Ben that we saw when he came out as a rookie.
They tried to clown him with that turnaround jumper. I was like,
yeah, I watched that game.
I was like, damn, why you do that, bro? You was looking
That's
nice.
okay. That's okay.
You was looking so good out
That's
there.
okay. That's okay because he took a jump shot.
Yeah. Hey.
So
shot the ball.
So to be clear, we're rooting for Ben Simmons this season.
I've been rooting for. I was like, yo, when he went to Brooklyn, I was like,
I know we got to hear the tape on that.
I've been saying he was gonna be all right. I did say this. Yeah. I remember. I said Harden got the better deal. I said Harden right now, but I've been saying, yo, when Ben gets all right, they gonna be a problem.
I always told you Philly got screwed. I said they were stupid.
I thought when the deal went down, I was like Harden gonna be a problem out there, and he gonna be nice for them.
Yeah, into the playoffs, and I kept telling you into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then he do what Harden do best.
We'll see. I don't know. Harden's gonna have to really be like a scoring Magic Johnson for them to be ill. They got pieces. It's rare.
They got enforcers.
They got enforcers. Rare for me to be talking real like hype about a Philly team, but I'm interested to see how they gonna play.
Draymond could go to Philly.
You already got PJ. You got
and then
I don't like the basketball part.
you can go.
No,
you could
not
trade.
at all.
You could trade Harden to OKC. Work out
OKC? What?
I mean, not
You got
OKC. Golden State. Go work that out.
No.
Aren't they about to come out with the Supersonics again? Why doesn't he go up there?
Wait, few facts about that. So there's two teams that are trying to be coming back to the NBA. One being the Supersonics, and then Bron, which is his goal and dream, is to own a team. And everyone's trying to do it in Vegas. But
What name they gonna be?
the Las Vegas Gamblers.
Chips.
The Las Vegas Gamblers. Nah, I don't know, but that won't happen for a few years. Once the CBA is signed and once TV contracts happen, you already know Adam Silver's gonna make sure they get the money.
Yeah.
Once that happens, then they're gonna talk about that. So at best, 5 years, and that perfect.
5 years?
Yeah, but that works perfectly for Bron
Yeah, it does.
because Bronny's coming out a couple years, and then Bron gets to play with his kids. Then he can set
Is that
sail.
for Vegas or Seattle too for expansion teams? You think both of them?
No,
are good?
they said they want to do two
At the same time.
Yeah, so it's definitely gonna be Seattle. They're gonna bring back from the dead the Supersonics, and then
Wouldn't they have to level out the West and East though, or no? Because the conferences.
They've had that before, right?
Yeah, there was like maybe one more team than
Is
the
that
other.
one Vancouver?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was weird how they did it, but it's whatever. Or guess what? They might be weird enough and make a team that's in the Midwest go to the East.
That would be cool.
Technically, you could put Memphis.
Let's get some more bullets. Get the bullets back.
You know why they cut that name, right?
Bullets.
What, because of Columbine or something?
No, because DC at one time had a high crime rate and niggas were getting shot up.
That's
like,
what I said, basically.
no, crime rate could be robbery without no guns. Now they just said just a whole lot of shooting. That's why, and a whole lot of deaths due to shooting.
And go rat-tat-tat-tat. That's crazy.
You ain't right. Yo, we're done with the media because you about to have us on the media.
Right?
Yo, I know we about to debate the hell out of this.
Let's hear it.
ESPN, which JT does not like.
Oh, this
I did not
bullshit.
say that.
He don't like ESPN.
What?
Worldwide Flex don't like ESPN. Me and Stretch Mark Poppy respect.
You called him.
That's his name.
Every time that happens, a kid gets like adopted or something. I'm telling you, yo. Every time. Especially if a lady said
What type of foundation is this, bro?
I don't know.
The United
I'm speaking
Negro
it
College Fund.
into existence.
Existence.
me and Draymond, we got it.
Oh God.
You ain't right. So they did the top 100 rankings. We're not doing 100 because we be here all night and people like Worldwide Flex will be crying. So I'm gonna do top 10 and then I'm gonna let you all talk about it. I'm gonna say all 10 and then we're gonna talk. We're gonna go from the bottom.
This list is drawn. All right, cool.
Number 10, Devin Booker. Number 9, Ja Morant. Number 8, KD. Number 7, Jason Tatum. Number 6, LeBron. Now here comes the fun part. Top 5.
This is why.
Top 5. Then we go with the guy by the name of Stephen Curry at 5. We go at Joel Embiid at 4. We go at Luka at 3. We go at Nikola the Joker Jokic at 2. Giannis at 1. All right. JT, what you got to say? Kyle, what you got to say? Do you agree with this rankings?
I actually don't have a problem with Giannis at 1.
No, neither do I.
See, it gets funny when we get into this Jokic at 2 stuff, Luka at 3 stuff.
Yeah.
Curry at 5 and LeBron at 6, but you got Luka and I mean, do we need Devin Booker on this list?
To keep it funky, mine would have been 1, Giannis, no problem.
Yeah.
2, you can debate which one you want. I'm going to go with Bron just because he got the tenure. 3, Curry. 4, I'm going to have to go with KD because he's still doing his thing.
Yes.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I saw all of that, I was like, ah. And you know what? I'm going to give 5. I'm going to give it to Joel. Because of what he did last season, he got to get top 5 on that.
Of course. Yeah, definitely.
So that was my top 5. So I was questioning. I was like, yo, I understand Jokic was the MVP. Yada, yada, yada. Should have been Joel, like I said a long time ago. I don't think, I just forgot his name.
Luka,
yeah, I don't think Luka's a top 5 rankings yet.
they pulled the trigger
He's at
early.
10.
He gonna be there. Like, he gonna be the face.
Yeah, he's coming.
He going to be the face. But they just pulled it early. I was like, 3? Like you said, I'm like 10-year Bron, of course.
Yeah.
Curry and KD. Like how
Yeah.
you looking agree too.
And why are they so quick to put Jokic all up in?
I know. I mean,
Top
I think
3.
it's the MVP rate, the MVP awards, but it's just like, to me, I'm
Politics.
thinking about.
Told y'all about that.
I'm thinking
Just
about,
love what they have before.
everything. Because the top 5 players that they have right now, Giannis, he got a ship. He got his ring. Joker don't have a ring. Luka don't have a ring. Joel don't have a ring. Curry has a ring at 5. It's like, yo, you only
The
got
disrespect.
It's mad disrespectful. That's why I was like, yo, this is crazy. And the whole thing everybody's talking about, like, yo, they pushing the Euro players. Hey, sorry, the Euro players is kicking ass. They nice. But they pulled the trigger too early on this with Luka. Luka and John Morant need to be right next to each other. So does Book. They need to be right next to each
Now,
other.
They could be the bottom 10.
Now, am I tripping? Did I hear Kyrie's name?
No.
That's crazy. That's wild, too.
He's
But Devin,
What?
but Devin Booker is
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Tatum.
They're factoring in. I don't have
See, that's
the
wild.
biggest.
Yeah,
I don't have
wild.
the biggest problem with that.
John Morant, 9.
That was kind of premature to me.
What, Book and
And
At
John.
least Booker and
John.
John Morant kinda. But I'd rather have John Morant there than Devin Booker right now.
Definitely.
Devin Booker like died in the playoffs.
Twice.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wearing Kobe's too.
Why you
I,
gotta
rest in peace, Kobe.
And then remember,
Tatum choked in the finals.
in the finals.
Yeah, in the
Got to the
finals.
finals.
Got to the
He was
finals.
cooking
Booker
all
got to the
way
finals the year before.
up. He just lost.
And he got
That's what they-
in the next season, he didn't step up either.
So, will that happen to Tatum?
we don't. I could say the coaching situation could mess him up, but not.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
They had all
I
kinds of
think
stuff going on.
The East
You
is
know,
wild. It's competitive as hell. Like, it's like the '90s now. Like, really. I mean, it's not as tough as it, but it's like how the East. You know how the East.
Remember
was strong?
for a minute it was, and then in between it was all West with
Yes,
the Lakers,
it was
with
wild.
the Spurs,
Oh
Yeah.
God, with the Spurs.
And
it
then
was
Golden
just-
State was forming itself.
whooping
Yeah.
ass.
So it's crazy right now in the East. So we don't know, and I don't think it's his talent. It's just the West is so competitive.
Yeah.
It's wild. But the
It's the
fact
Wild
that
Wild West.
when you said Kyrie, I'm like, dang, I didn't forget. But I'm just like, yo, they're blackballing him. I feel like they're just like, nah. You
I mean,
can't
not
put you
even in
there.
the top 10.
You think the Earth is flat? We
But
can't
you
put you
got-
in there at all.
I obviously don't really agree with him, but you know, he's a basketball player at the end of
And
the day.
he's ill. Like, and he has a ring, and he is up there. Like, anybody, when you talk about, yo, who would you want to see? I mean, of course you want to see all these players, but like, Kyrie's putting on a show every night.
I take Kyrie over Tatum.
I
would
I
too.
take Kyrie. We're not even arguing that. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
all right, give Kyrie a spot and let Tatum, Book and
and Ja.
John Morant
Yeah.
fight for a place.
Slide that down.
Look,
Oh, Kyrie would kill.
Because if it's like I'm putting John Morant in the same box as Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
You know
He
what
wants
I'm
the
saying?
defensive player of
Dang.
the year too. and he wants to be on an all NBA defensive
Who,
team.
Edwards?
Yeah.
But he gonna be up there too.
That's what I'm saying. A couple people are gonna move off the board. Curry, in 5 years, should probably be off the board. LeBron, I don't even know because he's Tom Brady.
Yeah. Fact.
Yo, for real, he really is.
He is.
And you know the funny thing is, yo, what if Bron really plays to like 50?
He's gonna probably really play for a minute until that team is
Just
team gets
know
there. He's like,
that's-
all right, to Las Vegas.
What are the rules against transhumanism? Like putting cyberkinetics and doing cyberdyne stuff.
That's why he be hanging out with Brady. They be talking to each other about the business.
How you staying alive longer, bro? How you out here getting banged up?
First, you gotta divorce your wife.
Oh, Brown not having that. He loyal. You don't hear nothing.
Look at Tom.
She be letting him do his thing.
Look at Tom.
Hey,
His wife been bothering him. Remember, LeBron told his mom sit her black ass down. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
When you can do that,
yo, he says it a lot about that. He be making jokes. He's like, if my mom, like it was something. It was on his podcast, on his show. I'm sorry, Brian. You got a show. You ain't got no podcast. You got a whole show. He's like, if my mom played for the Clippers, I'm punching the shit out of
Yeah, I
her.
remember that, yeah.
And she gonna sit her ass down. Like I'm like, yo, why you always talk
He
wild
said
about
that?
it?
Yeah,
he
yeah.
talk wild about his mom's like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, why you even put her in the
You
scenario
about to
though?
go look that up.
But why is he always putting her in the scenario? Like
Because she
what?
messed with Delonte West.
We don't know if that's true.
all right.
like that.
At this point, I think it's true. His life is ruined.
Yo, you
He's
do know he
black
got
man.
traded. He got traded to Dallas after that.
LeBron said it's okay. It's good.
I got something for that. I got
The
something.
rest of his life was that boy was going.
I feel bad for him, man. I really do feel for Delonte.
Yeah, they recently
man.
had something that Mark Cuban was like. They asked him on TMZ or something. They were like, "Yo, how's West doing? How's Delonte West doing?" He was like, "You know what? He's going through some things, and
he slipped back.
he has to do it on his own."
He slipped back.
So yeah.
Yeah,
But
man.
I'm like,
he's-
dang.
That means he's under a bridge somewhere, moonwalking for money.
Nah, like literally, no. Not even just that. I think I texted y'all that like a month or two ago. He was out there with a sign again. He was clean. He was going to church. He was clean off the drugs and everything. Something recently made him trip, and then he was back with a sign, and that's what made Mark Cuban so sad because he paid for everything. He wanted to make sure.
he hooked him up. But you know,
He must have been driving and stopped and took his sunglasses off. Like, he got a sign, don't he? He done made another cardboard sign.
But he's my favorite owner.
Probably put him back on. I was like, I'm not even saying nothing.
He's my favorite owner. He's my favorite owner. Remember, and Delonte West won a championship with Dallas, and he couldn't go.
forgot about that.
He couldn't go to the White House because he had, I think, a knife or a gun licensed.
Can't you?
He didn't take.
fix that?
No, he was
Like-
getting. That's when the skits and he's paranoid. That's when he was like, "Yo, someone's after me." Don't act like LeBron ain't do something.
that's messed up.
LeBron
he
put the
did.
word. Yo,
Confirm that
LeBron-
stat.
He probably
Stat-
got enough money.
What you know
no,
about
we're not
this?
going to do that. I don't want to be
Stat and
somewhere.
informant. He knows something.
I don't want to sign.
You want me getting
under a
killed?
bridge.
Bron, I don't know nothing.
We are just coming up, bro.
If I don't show up next episode,
And listen, y'all can't be at the same bridge I'm at. I'm gonna be over there singing, just like New Jack
no,
City.
Jack City.
Living just enough.
And then the gunshot went off and it went from 4 to 3.
That's why they didn't even make it that funny, yo. They didn't even make it that funny. And it's starting to get to that time of year where I could wear that nice coat.
Shucking and jiving, stealing and
For
robbing.
real, bro.
Oh, man. But yeah, I know y'all did not like that. Now I'm going to talk about some positive stuff.
What you got?
ESPN talked about like the 10 players who might be surprising this season. One, center Nick Claxton. He's somewhat of someone you don't really talk about that much, but he's actually,
He's still with Brooklyn?
yeah, he's still with Brooklyn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like he's on the come up.
Yeah, he was. I remember watching.
He
last
hooping.
season.
Solid, 23-year-old guy. Everyone swears I don't like him. I don't know why he got drafted first.
Whoa. Who don't you like?
They think he's gonna be on the come up. Cade Cunningham.
Really?
They think he should have won Rookie of the Year, but you already know who I said who should have got it. It should have been Evan Mobley, but that's beside the point.
Wait, what?
Scotty won that.
What are they seeing and saying that Cade is gonna be that guy? Is it because he got Ivy or something?
I don't like that combination. I really don't.
Ivy's ill. In preseason, he was killing.
I know
he was
that.
doing great.
But I don't. But both of them need the basketball in their hand.
Yeah.
So I don't. One's gonna go. That's kind of like how the Knicks drafted when they were stupid in the '80s. They drafted Mark Jackson, who won Rookie of the Year, and then they drafted in '89 Rod Strickland, 2 point guards that were both great. And then they had to trade Mark, and then they ended up trading Rod.
Yeah.
And then we had no point guard until we got Charlie Ward. Another one, Chris Durante, the shooting guard from Indiana. He can be the next Clay. He's a good shooter.
Okay.
Came out of Oregon, good shooter. The Knicks wanted him, but we couldn't get him.
Surprise.
Another person that they like, and I like him, and he's actually gonna be the face of this team once they trade this guy, Josh Giddey. Once they trade Shy.
Oh, Giddey was getting he was already getting his shine.
He was
last season, so
he was, and he was a rookie.
Yeah.
He's a real good point guard.
He is.
But Shy gotta go.
Dag.
Rumor report. Toronto's looking at him. He's from Canada. Watch.
Shy would fit well over there.
Yeah.
I think he'd be all right.
Yeah.
His game is still base. Shy was nice. He's been nice, but it's like Giddey was really getting a lot of shine at OKC. And I remember watching his some of his games. So yeah, I can see that on there. I can see him on there.
This person who you like,
Oh.
he goes by the name of Jalen Green. They expected him to have a breakout season. This person I like, we should have drafted him, and when we wouldn't have had to go get Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton.
Nah.
I like him. They said what? I like him. I like him. He was hooping it up with Darian Fox in Sacramento, and he was doing his thing in Indiana.
Seemed like he was crying after he got traded.
He didn't like that.
Nah.
And then Buddy had to tell him, he was like, this is business. Like, he cried when he found out. He was like, yo, can you keep me? He has loyalty. He wanted.
We'll see. So that anger, all that needs to come out on the court, and then maybe my decision will change or my views. But
Or he
I
might
don't think
cry
he-
again.
Nah,
He gonna go cry in the car.
he gonna get traded to like.
Why y'all do that?
He gonna get traded to OKC. Watch. Then he really
That
gonna
seems like
hate
a
his life.
dumping ground.
Yeah, that's a mosh pit. This another person, which he's all right. He's a 3-and-D type of person. He was a rookie last year. Trey Murphy, shooting guard out of New Orleans. He's all right. I'm not even gonna say this guy's name. I'm gonna let Kyle say his name because I'm not even gonna jack up. I'm gonna give him respect.
Is it a bro that was?
Oh, Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, and they think he's gonna because he did well last year when Capella was hurt.
Oh,
and
that's bruh.
Yeah.
We was talking about him.
Yeah, and he was hooping up. He was starting to do 10 and 10, 20 and 20.
Yeah.
They're looking at him like a cheap version of Capella.
Yeah, he can move, and he
They
has
were
a lot of
talking a lot
post
about
moves. He got the blocks and all
Yeah,
that.
he can do
He
that.
can rim protect a little bit. He's kind of he may be just a touch like slightly more offensively polished.
Yeah, he is. Because
Then
Capella
Capella-
can't shoot outside of 2 feet.
Can't.
Homie back in high school. I know that because you told me about it because he played
Yup.
with the Ball Boys.
Yeah.
He could actually shoot
Yeah, he can shoot.
and got post moves.
He'll run that floor too, boy.
Yeah, I got 2 more.
I like that kid.
Alperen Sengun, the Houston center. They think he's a mobile guy. He could shoot the jumper. He could shoot a 3. They think, and he was 18 years old doing his thing. They think he can really make a difference, especially because he was behind Christian Wood, which they now traded. The last person, your boy, we were just talking about Orlando, Franz Wagner.
Yep.
I liked him. He played good at Michigan. I think, and remember, he has his brother with him. I think he's going to be a good small forward for Orlando. Orlando is just a young team with too many point guards. Sadly, we all know Markelle Fultz fractured his foot. fractured his toe.
Oh, I forgot all about him on Orlando.
He was,
too.
because he was out with his ACL. Then he came back.
Then he couldn't shoot. Remember, they was like he had to restructure his jump
shoulder.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now right when training camp was about to start, fractured his toe. So he's out for a little bit. Remember, they got 3 point guards.
Yeah,
They got to
need
trade
fix that.
both. They got to trade 2.
Trade 2?
Guess who it's gonna be? One of them's gonna be Markelle Fultz. They gotta do that.
You know where he's coming.
Well, why would they trade
Better
2 if
not
they already
damn
trying
do
to
that.
see if Suggs and Cole can be on the court together at the same start. That could
That
work.
can't work. Everyone's trying to find that Dame McCollum combo. That don't work. You know.
Oh yeah.
Cole.
Yeah.
Cole hooping from New York. Cole needs the rock in his hand, just because he's styling and profiling.
Is it bad every time I imagine him playing ball now? I see him in Tim's after the dunk contest. Like I just
That true New
imagine
York
him-
style.
Yeah, I just imagine him playing it playing in Tim's. That's all I imagine him doing after that dunk contest.
And then he messed up his thumb like a dickhead.
I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. I think my last boy Wagner. I think he has to step up for that team. I want to see them do good. Like that's
They're a couple years away.
I would say that's my team. Oh, let's do this. So preseason, right? We're in preseason. Before the season starts, what comes in? What's the date?
Tuesday the 18th is when the first game happens.
So, which team? Ours, we all know our favorite team. We had the Knicks team, but so what team are you gonna be watching in the background just to see? What is your team? We do this every year. So, what team do you have in the background? You're like, all right, I'm gonna be watching them just to see where they at.
Orlando.
Okay.
I got an extra investment in them. I don't know. Something about them.
Kyle.
I keep saying it. It's Brooklyn.
Hey.
Brooklyn,
the house,
that's whatever
Brooklyn
because
out.
that's always on TV. That's something where you can't not watch it.
Are you saying somebody?
That's
Yeah,
not his
pick a
fault. That's
team.
not.
Nah,
no,
pick a team.
Why
Nah.
can't he have Brooklyn?
Because it's guaranteed on TNT. Brooklyn's always playing.
Hit
That's
our-
something where you just sit down and you want to watch a game. You're gonna see Brooklyn.
So
Ask me a
that's his
question,
squad.
I
That's his
answered
squad.
the
He's gonna
question.
be watching in the
You know what?
background.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna watch Miami so I can
Nah,
have an
that's
excuse
cool.
to
That's-
go down there.
Oh,
Stay
see,
down
well,
there
there
for
you
the
go.
weekend. No, but there's still.
Nah, I might have a connect. We might have to make a move.
We better do something. Start texting them now.
So is it Brooklyn or Miami?
We might have to party a
Well, I
lot.
gotta do too. Why can't I
I
go
said, which
down to
one? Which
Miami and
Oh, you
watch
just-
them while they play Brooklyn?
All right. So you got that. So I'm not going striving away from Charlotte because I've been down that way. But I really am
forgot about
interested to see Paulo. So I'll be watching Orlando a little bit more than I ever have in the NBA. So I'll be watching them a little bit to see where they at. But yeah, all around, I watch watch everybody. But I think Orlando got something.
This is the first time
They got
that
like 4 years to go.
you're hearing people kind of care about Orlando.
It's
I mean,
always
even
gonna
when
get a
they were
first round
really
pick.
good, it was like you were
Right?
forced to watch them just because they were good. So they were all up in the playoffs. I was like, we gotta watch them with
Yeah.
Petrus and all that.
With Dwight,
There we go.
Petrus.
Yeah, remember him?
Yeah.
Mikael Petrus.
Turkaloo.
Turk. Jameer.
Yeah.
They was out there.
Richard over there.
Yes,
yeah, he was there too.
Who else was it?
Remember when Vince was there too?
Vince?
Yeah,
That sounds crazy as hell.
he
I
was
don't
there.
remember that.
And obviously Dwight was there. You already know that. But yeah,
Dwight.
Matt Barnes, young Matt Barnes.
When he was getting cut a lot. Matt Barnes was a guy that was getting cut a lot. Matt, I don't have no hate. Remember, he played for the Knicks. We
Yeah,
cut him
I know. Matt Barnes, he found his spot though.
with the Lakers.
Oh yeah, he found his spot.
Believe it or not,
Stay, he got a shit with them.
Derek Fisher found his spot too, man.
You ain't
Same
right.
spot.
you ain't real.
Oh snap! Yo, that's wild.
Yo, I know we're gonna get assaulted somewhere in public one day.
If you know the sad thing is, I ain't even messing with you. But if we ever get interviewed by All the Smoke, Matt Barnes might give you a cigar.
That's okay. Yeah, man, I love cigars. And if anybody touches me, I do
that
sue.
you know we. That Maui. Yowie.
the weed.
Hey, don't listen to that, guys. It's all right.
Who do you want to watch in the West?
Oh yeah, so we say East teams. Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I don't know. We East minded. The West. Ooh, I'll have to think about that. I really don't care
I do
about the
not
West this
really
year.
want to see the Lakers right now.
No, but that's gonna be on TV. So whatever.
I'm not really
I was-
excited to see that.
I would say this. I don't have a team right now, but if Melo goes to a West team, I'll follow. If he
That-
goes to a West team, I'll follow because it's Melo.
That
Y'all-
poor
y'all
bastard.
know who it is.
He needs respect. Someone needs to go pick him up. Because how the hell did Blake Griffin get to Boston?
I know. Why?
But not Melo.
And it would have been I mean, I don't know. It would have been weird to see Melo in a green jersey. Like, ugh. I don't know. Them green jerseys look whack.
Yeah,
but
we don't
it's
do
like,
no Boston, y'all.
but it's crazy. that Blake, like you just said, got there.
Yeah.
You know what? I take that back. I'm just gonna follow Denver. Murray's back.
I'm surprised you didn't say Memphis.
Come on, Dick. That's mine.
All right, asshole.
I'm gonna follow Denver. Oh, my young boys, yeah. When they get to, if they had.
They're
to have
2
that same
years
energy.
away.
They had to have that same energy and be like, all right, let's go.
When
But
Golden State's dying, Memphis is achieving. But Kyle, you up?
who you got?
I want to see Memphis.
Let's do it.
Final answer.
I like that.
We want to see Memphis.
Ja, you see, you keep us up to date how healthy he gonna be.
We wanna see that.
Spurs, you know.
Really?
Only because of Pop. It might be Pop's last season.
Why don't you just wait till he's just like his last game?
Because he's
like,
not
all right.
telling. He's not gonna tell. He's like Tim Duncan.
That
I ain't
team
telling.
is. But you gonna watch? Like I'm talking about, are you gonna really watch him? Like
Yeah.
what we saying is like, yo, I'm watching. That's my squad.
there's
That's my little squad
reason-
right now.
Yeah, for real.
You gonna be watching the Spurs play?
Yeah.
Ain't no who's on the Spurs right now.
That's the cool part because Pop is a coach. He's a teacher.
Oh, you gonna see how?
I want to see how
That is pretty
he's
cool.
going to really develop them. So by the time he really leaves, are they going to be flying off or is they going to be trash?
No, they're gonna be the Clippers, and then you would have watched them for no reason.
yeah.
That's another team. Oh my, we slept on that.
I just don't care. I remembered. I just don't want to see them.
But the Clippers gonna be ill this season.
As long as everyone stay healthy.
Yo, the Clippers.
You got
gonna be-
Wall that likes to tear up muscles. Then you got to pray that Kawhi don't have to do load management.
PG gonna be
Paul
out there.
George be having. By the way, the first person to have that mental health in quotations beside Kevin Love was Paul George when he was like, I mentally wasn't right in there, like in the bubble, he wasn't mentally there.
I could see that. The bubble was crazy. If you think about that.
Why? A lot of people loved it.
He didn't.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
was a mental case.
You wait. Just think about when you say the bubble. I'm really thinking about like a lot of people liked it. Like you know how AAU, like you just you stay, you
Circuit.
play, and you're
Yeah.
playing it, and you're going to the hotel, going back, and everybody's having their interviews right now about the bubble and talking about it. You know why Bron thrived in that? Because that's all Bron did growing up.
Yeah, it was true. It was true hoopers.
Yes. All through and through, it was like, yeah, I'm going back to the hotel, going back to this. Hey, what's up? Did this? Play basketball. Everything was focused on basketball. Jamal Murray just had a recent interview. He was like, yo, that was like the best
Welcome back.
time ever. Like, it was strictly basketball. All we did was basketball, and I loved it. So, in my mind, I would have loved it. I'm like, yo, all we doing is that. There's no other distraction. This is all we
TJ
can focus
Warren
on.
hooped it up.
Yeah.
He hooped it up. Certain people
I'm
mentally
never to
wasn't
be
like,
seen again.
well, you know he's playing for Brooklyn.
Cold cases. We may never know what happened to him.
They say he's still hurt.
Yeah, he's still hurt.
He gone. Next.
So next time we actually have our conversations, we're gonna either be pissed off at the Knicks.
You pissed off about the first game?
Yeah, I will be.
I ain't gonna say it. What I just thought in my mind, I do not want to say it out loud. Yo, I don't want to say it out
You
loud.
might need to write that down and save that.
No, I don't even want to write it down.
If they do what they usually do, we're gonna need alcohol back on set. We have not had it in a while. Once the season starts, we're gonna have to start drinking again, man. This is crazy.
Because the Knicks will be playing and hopefully winning. But if they lose, yeah, a cup is gonna be by. But the season's gonna be starting by the time we come back.
Yeah.
We're gonna dissect that and.
Oh yes, you already know.
Obviously, it's been juicy out here. It's been crazy with the media and everything. So more and more stuff's gonna be happening.
Just like Boston's coach.
Yeah, that's still getting under wraps.
But in positive news, Nia Long's still staying with her man. So all you ladies, you hear that?
Oh wow, my man went there.
Wow.
Black love. That was him, not me.
Stretch Mark probably didn't have to say it, so I said it for him. Statman got the
wasn't me.
stats, but he got some other stats to talk about.
What?
Send us home.
Hey, yo, on that note, it's Friends versus Friends. Yo, we out. Peace.
Later.